Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. I'm your host, Nate Barger. Thank you for joining us for video 3 in this BRRRR. If you're a newbie or if you've been doing this forever, this video will help you out. So make sure you hit the like button so other people can see it, subscribe, and click on the bell so you get notifications anytime we drop in knowledge for you. So we covered the buy, we've covered the renovation. Now we're going to cover renting, which really goes back to the renovation, because when I was renovating this property, I was thinking about the renter. I wasn't just thinking about myself. I was thinking, man, how can I make this a place that I would want to stay in? I opened it up, opened the floor plan up, put in granite countertops, stainless steel, nice touches. Everything you touch, I want to feel good. The locks, down to that door handle on the fridge, down to the faucet. I want everything that you touch and feel to feel good, like an expensive home, like $1 million home. And then what we did was we thought about, how is a person going to live and function in here? We need to clean this deck up. We need to have a nice deck out back. We need this garage to be functional, the driveway. We need the stairs when you walk up, the landscaping to look striking. So we spent the extra money renovating it so we could ultimately have our pick of what tenants we wanted. We opened up the walls and put the crown molding. We put the 36-inch tall wall cabinets instead of the 30-inch. I would have used 42s, but these ceilings just weren't tall enough. They would have been tall enough if I wasn't dropping down the crown molding and running LED light, but I wanted to do that because that even looks better. Renting this property was actually no problem. The day we bought the property, I knew I was going to get done with it. I ran an ad for April 1st. We actually bought it February 26th. It was only 2 days in February. So bought it February 26th. I ran an ad that day, and I had on Zillow $9.99 a month, and I used an old picture. And then I took a photo from another property that I did and said, hey, it's kind of going to look like this. And I was clear about that. This property was being renovated, and it would be available for April 1st. Well, as of today, it is March 23rd. It's not even April 1st yet. And the tenant's been in there a week. So the tenant moved in March the 16th. So within 18 days, we had a tenant living in there. How did we, I'm telling you, I had an amazing response at 1250. And I said, hey man, we're going to take this up a notch. We're going to lay it out and we're going to push the rent up, probably $13.95. I said, you know what? We waited a week and I pulled that ad back down. I paid another $9.99 to Zillow, and we launched it back out for $1,375. And I got over 100 leads. And I'm not even sure if I put up the old picture or a new picture. You know what? I put the new picture up, and I had so many people call me that I had to shut that down. And then I said, you know what? I just wanted to rent it. I didn't want to have to process 100 applications. So about 12 o'clock someday, I had one guy who was supposed to come through, and I said, you know what? I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to tell people I'm holding an open house from 2 to 3. And I had some people show up and some people take applications. And the one girl who came out said, look, man, it's a lot of demand. This house is not going to last until tomorrow. She had been looking and looking and looking. She had really good income. And, you know, her rental history was great. And we have a system that automates all that process for us. So when we put their information in, it spits out, it says yes or no. The only thing we have to do is qualify them based off their income. But as far as their criminal history, their rental history, it does all that. That way we're not liable. Nobody can come back and sue us and be like, hey, you discriminated. No, we didn't. We got a system. We preset everything how we want it, and it spits at yes or no back. So she qualified and she wanted to move immediately, which to me is really a concern when you have somebody who wants to move last minute. So we had to dig in. We had to figure out, why is it that somebody who's responsible like you has to move last minute? Well, what we found out was she had another place she was supposed to move into. The landlord rented it to somebody else. It was a bad situation. So we were able to get her in quickly. And I think she's going to be a great tenant, and she's going to enjoy that house. And that's why you don't mind going the extra step and laying it out, because you can have your pick of the tenants and get the ones who are really going to maintain it. So renting it is really not that hard. I took the rental calls myself. I had my leasing agent come over once I got some people with applications, and she came through and processed the rest of them. So set you up a good system to rent. Zillow is a great lead source. It also sends out your listing to several other locations. You can track the analytics on it. You can respond back and forth through people. You don't have to give them your phone number on there until you vetted them. It actually even has a place on there that does applications for you. So somebody can go and fill out an application. Now, I didn't go in and look at the people's application because Zillow wanted my social security number and all that to verify me, which I understood, but I wasn't comfortable with doing that. So that's it, guys. The renting part should not be that hard. If you follow our videos and you know where to buy, I'm only going to have you buying in areas most of the time where there's a lot of velocity, a lot of renters, more renters than there are property available that's newly renovated. So you shouldn't have a problem with the renting, but I do want you to make sure that you screen these tenants, call their references up, check their references, pay to have their background ran, because that can be costly, trying to save $30 on not running the background. So make sure you do your due diligence. Guys, hit the like button. We got video 4 coming at you here in a second. Make sure you subscribe to us. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, Nate Barger on YouTube, and hit the bell, and you'll be notified on any new videos that come out.